Hello everyone, we are with Antonio Oliva, winner of the Spanish National Championship in 2026, and he is going to present this deck.
Yeah, so hello guys. I played Branded for this event. I think it was a deck that suited me. It was kind of similar to Dracotel, which was what I was playing throughout the whole season. I had never played Branded myself. Always loved the deck, but I never saw myself playing it. But Walbass turned it into kind of a control deck that I could vibe with. So yeah, I decided to learn this deck for Nats. I think it was an excellent choice. I mean, Branded is winning a lot of events, a lot of nationals. So a lot of people are aware that it's a very good choice for this format. But just in general, it helps that you have a lot of different interactions that not many people are aware of, or like high level card combinations that people struggle grasping like in advance. So if you're a better player than your opponent, usually you can edge out a lot of advantage. Whereas if you're playing a simpler deck, you are more vulnerable to just hand comparison situations, and I prefer not to have to reduce as much variance as possible. So I wanted to play a very complex deck, or at least one that produces very complex game states. So yeah, I'm playing Branded. It's kind of a weird version. I am not even sure that it's very good myself. It was just what I was vibing with. And there are some strange choices in the extra inside that we will get to later. And kind of influenced by my testing circle. But yeah, let's get to it. I am playing 2 white, 1 OG. Just as standard as it gets. I'm only playing 1 Ecclesia Virtuous. I understand the theory behind playing 2, but honestly, you can just juggle 1. And I am playing the Dogma one, so you always have a second one in case you want it. And even though it's a great card going second, it's not amazing. I think people overrate this card. It's fine. It's definitely a card that needs to exist in the deck, but I am not a big fan of playing it at 2. I didn't do it for Dracotel, and I'm not doing it for this one. I'm playing 2 card. I think playing the extra card is really nice. You can definitely cut down to 1, but I just wanted to have more consistency because as pretty much everyone who's played this deck has pointed out, the only games you lose are the games where you never had a chance to play to begin with. So just playing more, you need to play more engine to be able to make this function. I'm playing 2 Oliver. Some people play 3, people play 1. I think 2 is a fine number. You have more targets for opening because I'm playing 2 opening, and just in general is a very good starter. With any helper, any other extender in hand turns into like a push that is very varied and very hard to stop with single interaction hand traps. Then I'm playing 2 Shrouded. Honestly, this is like the card that no one wants to agree with in the format. Some people play 1, some people play 3. 2 was a fine number for me. I definitely don't want to play many cards at 3 in this deck, and the ones I do have to be like very high impact. And Shrouded is just a card I really enjoy to play. I also played 2 in Dracotel, and in this deck it's just insane. Like I draw so much. You can see it during top 8. I constantly kept drawing like 6 cards against some players, and it gives you a lot of advantage because what Branded is good at is just churning through its entire engine and just putting it on the graveyard or field. So any additional draws you get from Shrouded are just going to be like non-engine, and this deck plays some of the most broken non-engine in the format right now. So yeah, definitely awesome. And then for singles, 1 Quem, 1 Old Ecclesia, 1 Kit, and 1 Old Kit. I think these are kind of more normal. These are outstanding cards. You definitely want them in the deck. These are like Branded's heart right now. This card is insane. You get to outplay so many things in this format with this one. Excellent droplet discard, opening, high spirits, super poly. It lets you do so many cool plays. I honestly can't believe just how much depth it adds to the deck. I think some people were not even playing it, but I think it's just the best, like probably the best card in the deck. The Old Ecclesia, I was not big into it. I thought it was just a going first card, but honestly, it's just insane. Like the versatility that it allows you, because like sometimes you don't want the synchros or access to Albas, you just want Fallen on the Virtuous, because Fallen on the Virtuous is kind of the best card in the deck, and it's an excellent tool for grind game. It lets you like abuse Rinbrum to its max. So yeah, this one is insane, and this one is the one that like either you never play or you're a big fan of. I think this card is probably the worst engine card in the deck, but I'm still playing it because it has a very big important function, which is it lets you return from banish or grave, which now that branded fusion is limited, and also that I'm not playing retribution, spoilers. This card is really good at helping you grind, and the matchup that I was most scared of was Striker, surprisingly, and this card is insane versus Striker. So yeah, that's for the monsters. Now let's get some green cards. A lot of them are quick plays, so maybe you know what that means. 3 High Spirits, best starter. 3 Fallen and Virtuous, pretty much best helper in any hand. We got 2 Opening. This is the one card that a lot of people hate. Like, I'm pretty sure no one likes this card, but it's kind of neat. It lets you have some more pushes. You can do stuff like chain Opening to clip, or Cooltoon Synchro, or remix, and just summon Quem and have Quem revive immediately, because it sets up a trap. You can do it the same thing with High Spirits by dumping Granguignol. So it's a highly versatile card, and it also has a lightning symbol here, which you will see is very relevant. Of course, 1 Branded Fusion, and I'm playing 1 Nadir Servant. I do not like this card. Like, the value that you get out of this card in going first is absolutely insane. But going second, I am not playing the targets required to make this board breaker kind of card. I'm not playing not playing Malong, not playing Entis, not playing anything of the sort. So it kind of is a really bad card for going second. I've still won games where this one helped me grind, but ideally you just want to have all your entire hand live to try to push the board. Regardless, again, the deck suffers from consistency issues, so you still need to play extra starters. And I thought 1 was fine, and there was no other card that I wanted to include besides this. For traps, I'm only playing 1, and it's not Retribution, it's Sword. A lot of people are not playing this. They've swapped for Retribution for like an edge in the mirror and some more consistency for grind games. Now, honestly, I think this is insane. I didn't like the Sword line for Branded Fusion at first. I thought it was kind of weak, like very vulnerable to interruption, and it kind of is. But this card is just insane in any of the current matchups. It bodies Kiwu so hard because it lets you +1 for free. It lets you fight Bestials. It is good for grinding as long as you can play around it. So yeah, I am a big Sword fan. And now the payoff for all of the quick plays: 3 Vision. This is the best card for branded of non-engine right now. Of course, people know about Super Poly, and I am playing 3 or more, but this lets you churn through your deck and find the answers that you want. Like, it lets you sculpt your hand. Branded is a deck that only loses to itself, and they printed a card that basically lets you like Pot of Greed to try to fix your hand. It is insane, and of course people know that about the value of using draw cards to mask out your hand against Cooltoon. But just in general, like, this card outperformed anything else in the deck. Every time I saw a Vision, I won the game. And some people play 2 because they think it's breaky, but since it can discard itself, this card is always welcome to draw, as insane. Then of course Super Poly. This is the deck that abuses Super Poly the most. I don't think I need to talk much about it. I am not playing any targets besides Theseus, so we'll see that. But like, you honestly don't even need it to. Like, the branded monsters are versatile enough. I don't think you need to play like Mud Dragon or Garura or anything. I'm playing 2 Droplet for more quick plays. I do not like playing the 3rd one. It's like, this is kind of a meh card going first. The deck has a problem going first if you win the die roll, because I am not very fond of very overly greedy going first layout deck lists. So yeah, I sometimes just considered going blinding second, especially in the mirror, where Droplet shines most. But yeah, then finally 1 Cold Buy, again green card with a lightning symbol, also broken. And finally some hand traps: 3 Fua, 2 Droll, and 1 Ash. People kept asking me all the time about the 1 Ash thing, because there's a second one in the side deck, and it's just like a fine hand trap. It's not great. It would only be terrible if you drew 2 of them. So 1 was fine. I could play without it, and it's the handicap is you can't discard it for high spirits, unlike these 2. Droll in main deck was probably wrong. Every time I saw this card, I was disappointed. I think maybe this could have been something different, but I don't know what it would be. But Fuwa was fine in the main deck. That's it for 40. Let's get to the extra deck. This will be probably a bit quicker. 2 Grang, don't play 1. It's so good. You need 2 of them to make high spirits into a card. 2 Albion, 1 Lubellion. I've seen some people try to cut this card. I honestly love how versatile it is for grind games and just like setting up like some of the bigger fusions. So fond of Lubellion, kind of a traditional branded approach. 1 Mirror Jade, 1 Titanic Lad, 1 Rimbrum. These are the guys you rotate every game. I'm playing Lenatus. I don't think it's a necessary card. It's fine. It's helpful, and like if people don't respect it, you can get value of it. It just helps, like for example in the sword line, or just getting Albaz off the field is really neat for the mirror. And of course you can use it for outing Zalan and stuff. Then 2 Dogma, amazing card, outstanding. 1 White Ecclesia, and that would be for all of the branded monsters, or Fallen of Albaz. I am playing no targets for Granguignol in the extra deck. It's only Quem and Dogma Ecclesia, but I am playing a target for Super Poly for Aluber and Quem, and that is Masquerade. This is kind of a meme card. Most people play either Proskenion or Querides. I don't know how to pronounce that. Masquerade has the same materials as Querides, so you only need 1 more monster, so it's easier to dodge stuff. Like let's say for example, if you get anchored by Sky Striker, you can just dodge by getting the 0 out of the field. And the value that this card does is Querides is super easy to out for most competent decks, like Cool Tune, Striker. All of these decks will just bounce it. And then Querides doesn't get any value, whereas Branded can also just bounce it with Ecclesia. So I wanted a card that could do could let me super poly my Despias, and also provide some value on field before it gets blown up. And Masquerade just does that. Like the life points are surprisingly impactful. Especially against decks that like want to abuse Accusation. So sometimes they pay 3k, then you summon a Masquerade and then you realize like I just punch and they're dead. This of course is a great card against Malice, and surprisingly this is a free win against Eniacraft. I played 1 Eniacraft in round 12, and yeah, you just summon this guy and this is your towers. You protect this guy and it's really annoying for them. Yeah, that's my meme card of the deck. I am playing, of course, the Sea Monster of Theseus. I think it's fine not to play this, but a lot of Cool Toon players did not respect the card and just assumed it was a bluff. There were no super poly targets for it. So punishing those felt really nice because I didn't want to lose to a player making a gamble on whether or not I had it, so I just preferred to have it. And finally, I'm playing another meme card, Philia Regis. Not very common in branded lists, but I wanted something that could help me grind against like some of the more resource-intensive decks. This is great against the Mirror, but it's stellar against Sky Striker because you just banish the Lemnis Gates, and that's your win condition because the only way they can win is by looping it a million times. Honestly, it came out only once. I only summoned it once in the branded Mirror, but it won me the game. I am really happy I made the choice to include this card. Honestly, really, really happy with it. That's the extra deck. Let's go to the side. Consistency card for going first, second Nadir. And then I'm playing some more going first cards. Mercurier. I'm not playing Goldsark. I think Goldsark is kind of iffy in deck building theory. Same for Cocatorium, because if you draw this guy, those are dead cards.
So I'd rather not. This is just an inward piece. I don't. It's not for consistency. Same thing for Retribution. This is just for like from some grindier matchups and just going first, making a stronger ceiling. And Judgment just felt really fine for those hands that like start off weak, and you just need something that will always work. Duster Lightning. I was trying something different this format. I was not trying. Initially I had more Lightning Storms in my side deck, but they kept getting accusationed, and I did not want to like -2 into those kind of situations. And also I'm playing a shit ton of Vistials, so in a lot of matchups I'm not even gonna be able to resolve Lightning Storm. I have to choose, so I just played 1-on-1. I think it was a fine ratio. I'm playing 2 Sparks, mostly for Cool Tune and like some FTKs where you need more hand traps. They perform fine. I would not play 3. These might be fine in the main, but I would never play 3. 1 Ash, again, the meme card that people were asking me about. It's just for like some certain matchups. I do not want to see many copies of this card, but against like Striker and Branded, it's fine to play more. 1 more Droplet for side pattern reasons for going second. And then lastly, we're playing 4 Bestials. These were mostly, well, Magnamut is special, you already know how broken he is, but the rest were mostly for the mirror, and they also were my plan against Sky Striker and Mitsu, but I didn't play any Mitsu rookies. I think this is a fine approach. There are other ways to handle those matchups, but Bestials just felt fine. Because they're also like great discards for high spirits. And finally, the worst card in my list. I did not use this card at all, branded in white. This was entirely just only for Striker going first, because I kept having trouble all week in testing, trying to figure out how to make that matchup consistent. And this was the only card they could not interact with. They could try to Shark Cannon the branded in red. They would just like Crown and Droplet and whatever, like all the Cartesias, all of the Lobelions, anything on field that would fusion someone would not work. This was the one card that they could never interact with. And yeah, this is just a flex spot. You can do whatever you feel more comfortable in it. I just wanted to beat Sky Striker,
Nice.
of which I played 0.
Nice. Would you like to give any shoutouts?
Yeah, for sure. Of course, thank you very much to all of my friends in Madrid. Nemesis, for me, Team Nemesis is a big family, and any victory that I have honestly feels like it's a team effort. We go to tournaments, we practice for tournaments, we support each other. It's honestly an undertaking to say that I would not be here if it weren't for them. That is just a fact. I want to also shout out the Rocket Hideout and Whole Thruster Discords. They've been extremely supportive and helpful in helping me figure out how to play this deck. And of course, I gotta shout out our sponsor, Padis, a store in Madrid. Thank you very much for your support. And especially big, gigantic shout out to my girlfriend who supports me in all of this effort and just cheers me on day to day in trying to get better at this game. These victories are also in big part thanks to her.
Congratulations, Antonio. The god of this game.